This goes out to all the business women who want to empower themselves through creative ways for self-development, healing, and inner child work, but also merging that with their actual goals in marketing and branding and showing up authentically, because being yourself is one of the hardest things you can do. It's a lot of unlearning, it's a lot of getting to know yourself again, and then also like how do you translate that so people actually know you, because obviously you don't want to overthink it, because you know, showing up authentically, it's just you doing the thing like unfiltered, and that can vary depending on the circumstances, on the day, on your energies, on the cycle, like whatever. So essentially, you don't really do anything wrong with being authentic, but sometimes you just need that kind of encouragement or something that keeps you holding yourself back for fear of being seen or for fear of not being entirely sure, imposter syndrome, all of that stuff. And the internet can be really cruel. So showing up completely authentically, unfiltered, unapologetic can be really daunting. And sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know, again, the overthinking. So I decided I'm going to use what I've learned with my self-portrait photography and help other business women to actually use it as a tool for self-exploration, for even manifestation. Because when you are creatively working on something, you are getting yourself into the flow, you're looking at solutions, you're looking at options, you're just experimenting and playing around. And then in that wake, you're also learning about yourself. You're like, oh, I wouldn't have thought that I'd think like that, or like, you know, just follow the impulse. You're just really playful like a kid in the moment, which is really good for your inner child, but also for coming up with new different ways of presenting yourself online, you know, doing content marketing, branding, all of that stuff. And as you do more and more of such sessions where you don't have the pressure really to perform, because you can use it, sure, you can use it for content which is in line with the branding, but still in a way that feels very intuitive and playful to perform. Because ultimately, if you want to sustain with content, you do A/B testing, right? You do experimenting, you do something that you can actually keep up with, and that also attracts the right kind of audience. But within those frameworks, you can still play around and grow as well, right? And so I love these self-portrait sessions when they are guided, because I can do the virtual photography as a photographer, giving you directions from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be in the same continent even as me, because we can do it virtually, like a remote photo shoot. And that way you are in your comfort zone, yet out of your comfort zone, but not too much, where you can still be out of your head and in the moment, be really playful and engage in this energetic exchange and these like crazy ideas that my brain comes up with. And then I will also use my photo skills to actually enhance the picture in a way that represents what you feel like to me, what you want people to see in you, you know, the way you want to maybe explore certain characteristics of yourself, or the way you want to transform your branding and yourself. And sometimes you don't quite know how that actually looks like. You can already feel it. You can see, like, you want that vibration, you want that higher self to be represented. So you can like have a physical manifestation of looking at the picture and being reminded of the feeling of the moment of being you already. You know what I mean? And so I've come up with this program where we do 6 sessions together, including lots of talking about where you want to go, where you are right now, and what feels intuitively right now. I've got lots of different ideas and different ways to accommodate wherever you want to go. And so it can be just for content, you know, like a session where we just bang out the photos together, so you don't have to put up the camera and then take a gazillion shots and they don't really look quite right. And we can do a lot in half-an-hour sessions, like a full month of content in an hour. Like that, I can do that. Or it's really about the self-exploration, where I do more of an artistic session, and I do a lot of merging and collaging with the images we both co-create. So you are like floored by what you can actually be and what you already are. Like, I always love seeing the reactions of people being like, what, that's me? Like, I'm a queen, like in a gown and like a crown and like gorgeous field of flowers that I photoshopped them into. And it's really like paired with artistic expressions that I like to really stick together to create a very artistic edit. I don't know, you have to check out my Instagram to see examples. And so yeah, so I'm offering that. I've put it together, and I can only take on I think, yeah, 3 clients for if it's a 1-year commitment, which also includes mini brand video sessions, so you can keep evolving but also updating your brand as you go along, because it makes much more sense holistically instead of just doing a whole rebrand every couple of years. But you're changing, your focus changes. Maybe you want to talk to a different audience, you know, so like have little changes to represent what you're doing. You know, you grow with your business. And if you want to just do a half-a-year commitment, because it can be stretched out to a year, but it's 6 sessions where you can really be playful, like, you know, have an artist date, but have an accountability buddy and somebody to bounce off of the energies and the ideas, and co-create something that allows you to be creative, to manifest better and faster and more playful, and also integrate that into your business. So it is really all around really, really fun and good and easy to do, and completely different than what you're doing in your day-to-day, I bet. So if you want to chat more about that, if you want to see more of my examples, feel free to connect. I wish you a fantastic day.